Okay, we are back with the review of episode 2 question mark. But first, let me say what I always say. Hello, my archive. It is your boy King KB. We're here to talk about episode 2. Episode 2 out of the 3 batches was pretty mid to me. I'm saying mid under the idea that there was shit that was like 2 was good. It was good. I don't even mean like mid. It was good. It's just the other 2 were fucking amazing. 1 and 3. But in 2, we finally have the fucking Titan come to Gotham. We get introduced to fucking Scarecrow, I believe. And we learn that the GCPD using Scarecrow to psychoanalyze new criminals that have come up. I don't understand that choice. Like, okay, I'm going to get in a little ranting thing for a second. I don't understand why niggas are going to Scarecrow. Same thing happened in Future State, and I wouldn't be surprised it happened in other comic books. Why do you go to Scarecrow, that criminally insane already, right? But the only difference is, right, this because in every version, right, I believe the way they logic it is that he isn't insane anymore and he's willing to work with us. And it's like, no, get someone else. Like, I don't understand how that makes sense. The one person that literally who makes psychos you're gonna turn into, who isn't even a doctor in that. He's a doctor in chemical engineering or whatever the fuck he is. He's a fucking scientist. Okay? Why not go to an actual person that can psychoanalyze people? Like, I don't know, Harley Quinn. That's more valid. Or Hugo motherfucking Strange, the super villain that literally manipulates the criminally insane because he can understand them. Because you know why? He's a psychoanalyst. Doctor, bro. Why don't you work with them? But we're going to get back into the episode because that was one of the pet peeves of my shit. Also, Scarecrow is a pothead. Who would guess? Nigga be smoking on that sativa, that Mary J, you know? But we're going to just skip kind of straight to the end. We learn that there's this new guy named Red Hood. I pause because I'm pretty sure we all know who Red Hood is. If you haven't, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put spoilers somewhere. Spoilers somewhere. It's causing trouble, killing, kidnapping parents and kids. I also have a little tidbit on that. And it's making this new powerful drug that basically makes people commit suicide by how psycho crazy they go. But after the Titans get played and Barbara is starting to lose trust with Dick, we have a moment where in the last episode where they finally come together, and it's not even like a finally come together because they're more of a team than they ever was, and these last 2 episodes show more of a team than all 2 of their previous seasons combined, where they figure out what's going on and learn fucking Red Hood's plan. They go run up on Red Hood, take out the goons in nice easy fashion. Then we get ourselves a nice Nightwing versus Red Hood fight. The only thing is, I'm one of the people after realizing that if it is just a week, if I would have been more happier if there was a month in between the death of Jason, because like this feels a little too fresh and a little too fast for me. Like I feel like there should have been more of a gap after he died. But yeah, you have a fight between those 2. Dick is the better fighter, so Jason gets sunned. And not even really sunned. He gets Ahsoka. If you don't know what that means, means in a certain fight in Rebels, fucking Ahsoka cuts off a piece of the mask, revealing that Darth Vader is Anakin. Blah blah blah. Same here. Red Hood is Jason. Oh my god! And and he's all like, yeah, I'm no longer Jason anymore. I got a new name, Red Hood. My favorite Robin has truly been born. So then we have that little moment, and yeah, 4 minutes have just passed, at least on my timer. So we're going to get to something else, to something I actually care for. But before we get on to it, I have another rant piece. So after episode 2, I was left there kind of thinking, I think it was actually episode 3 where I thought about this. But I was very questioning their portrayal of Red Hood, because the one thing I did like about Red Hood when it was shown in the comics, when he appeared with under Red Hood storyline and in the film, was that he was basically Batman who murders, but the only other thing is that he was sensible. This version of Red Hood doesn't seem to actually have a line to cross, because I believe in the Red Hood movie, when Red Hood tells all the mob bosses how shit's gonna work, he says we're not gonna be hurting any kids, we're not doing no dealings to kids or the innocent, right? There was a clear line that he was trying to portray, that he was not that bad. He's all like, I'll help you guys with your crime and shit. I just need a cut of that shit. We ain't hurting none of really the innocents. If niggas want to buy from your shit, I'm not gonna stop it unless it's kids. But yeah, and now this is where that's Titans, they blur that line for me, to where they just make, basically how they say in episode 3, Jason a super villain at this point. He's endangering innocent families, kidnapping kids, kidnapping parents. Now it is you can somewhat say that he isn't that far off, but he is when you consider he made a mother kill herself in order to pass on a message to Dick and cut into her body. That isn't the Red Hood I know, okay? Even though I do like their Red Hood so far, it's just one of those things where it just kind of grinds my gears, because it doesn't show a redeeming factor. Like, where's the good in this Red Hood? Because even in the movies, there was like some good. Like, you could when he said, like, I even saw a reaction to that movie. Everyone has the same idea. Well, at least he isn't affecting the kids. But like, this Red Hood, and I get it, this is a way darker portrayal on all these DC characters, just kind of doesn't give a fuck. And I usually like that about Red Hood, but that's the only thing. It's this version of Red Hood seems like it's going to be a harder thing for me to forgive, like at least redeem wise, if he's really endangering people like that. But the only innocent person that he has under his belt is the one lady that bombed, because at least in, I believe, 2, it's revealed that they were all just kidnapped and tied up in a van in a safe distance away, but there's no telling how much he was willing to do. But let's move on to 3, another amazing episode. Amazing. I maybe get overgassing up. But episode 3, we follow Hank as he swears that we're gonna take down this bad guy Jason or not. Fucking Jason calls Hank, because first, Hank is easy bait, and tells Hank, yo, let's meet up. Then, like, for some reason, right? I'm not sure if Hank was going there thinking, I'm about to kill Jason when I see him, because I didn't get that feeling. That's the only thing I think I have a real criticism-wise on this episode. So I couldn't tell what Hank was planning on doing when he was going to see Jason. Was he planning on beating his ass, or was he there to help? Because half of the time I felt like he was there to help, unless he got some moments in episode 3 where he got irritated. But Jason tricks him into meeting him. Jason knocks him out, and on some real crazy shit. Like, I would have never expected this. Well, I kind of would, because that's the other thing. Red Hood Jason, at least when it wouldn't be Red Hood Jason if he wasn't willing to go at any lengths to prove a point. And like, Titans really goes on that any lengths. He fucking implants a bomb basically on top of his heart, and if they try taking it out, it will blow up, surgically or anything. Whole team distraught, scared, everything. But Jason gives them one way of figuring out how to stop it. They have to steal a gold bar from Gotham PD. Fucking, of course, the Grayson is all like, I didn't want to say Dick, that's why I said I'm going Grayson. Grayson says, hell no. Then he's all like, well, then your friend's gonna die. Okay, skip. Fucking Don is all like, we might as well just go and take that bar, and then because Dick is being like logical and actually thinking, and I like Don. So this was one of the, I believe, few times I was not a fan of her character. And he's all like, don't you get it? This is all what Jason wants. Jason wants us to steal gold bars to make Gotham look at us bad and want us, and want the people of Gotham out of here. He wants the people of Gotham to hate us and see us as villains. But Don is all like, I guess, or whatever. But then she dips out. Grayson is trying to really tap into his detective skills because, he's top tier Robin, second only to Bruce, and that intellect shit. He's trying to figure out what's Jason doing. Goes to Scarecrow, gives him some more sativa, weed head shit, real, and shit, smoking that pat, and fucking Scarecrow basically gives him another clue, because at least this is just proving Batman wasn't wrong for relying on the criminally insane to find more of to understand more of the criminally insane. Is that, like, he says, like usual abuser's case, the abuse becomes the abuser, and that is a clue that most likely that Red Hood is going to use what his abusers used on him. And that was a hint to like he's going to start using some of Batman's toys, aka Wayne Tech's toys, in order to hurt people, to really stab a heart into it. So then that's when Dick calls a Titan, tell him look up frames of this bomb, find out the bomb. There's only one way to stop the bomb from exploding, and it's hitting the bomb with a charge equal to the same charge that's running through that bomb, and it literally it has to be exact, because even a 1% chance of error can set that thing off. So a whole episode, they got Superboy, which is smart now, and I like that. I like that they made him smart and just not dumb, because I liked how he was like ignorantly dumb, because it made sense in season 2, and it was fun. In this one, they really make use of Superboy, being the fact he's able to read and process things faster and move faster, and have him working on it, while the whole entire time Hank is sitting on the bed, just like buying his time, waiting. The other thing I forgot to mention is that the bomb is actually keeping track of how many times his heart beats, and it has a certain limit. Once that limit's meet, that's when it blows up. So there's a slight time limit based on how fast he can his heart beats. So we're still sticking to Dick, because Dick is still my favorite character so far. So Grayson goes looking for Jason, and so that's when we have Dove go over and steal a fucking gold bar. I hate moments like this. Getting into a little rant moment. I hate moments like this, because this almost shows a character does not trust their team to actually follow through with a solution. That's what that always shows, and it shows them being selfish, idiots, and just not trusting in their friends to handle shit going on. Because they already had a way to not do to solve this while going with what Jason wanted, but because her ass got too emotional too emotional and was too scared, went looking for the gold bar, stole from the truck, stabbed a couple officers, take them out, grabbed the bar. Next thing you know, calls Jason. Jason's all like, meet me here. Then she's all like, yeah, in your underwear. Bam, there, they meet up. And so then Jason takes off his mask and he's all like, hey babe. And she's all like, where's the fucking, where's the detonator that will turn it off? And he's all like, it's right there, right in front of you. And then he opens it up. And this is where he gets funny. So then there's a gun. So then and then she's holding the gun, and then he's all like, you gotta kill me to kill Hank, right? And like most people can imagine that, like, it's a hard thing for her to do, considering she's another hero. She's a hero, and heroes don't have that no kill rule. But at the same time, she cares more for. It's obvious she cares more for Hank. So it becomes one of those things on, does she have the heart to do it? And if she does, how long it's going to take her for finally cave in and pull that trigger? So it's more of a win. In short, Dick finally catches up, meets up with Jason, and sees Dawn pointing the glove, and he's telling Dawn, you don't want to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then they have a little scuffle. The fight goes down. Time is running out. Superboy's speeding. He's getting closer, finishing it. He's down to 2% failure rate. He needs to get that shit to zero. And we're back in a tense moment as Dawn's pointing the gun at fucking Jason, and she's like panicking on what to do. Dick is trying to get her calmed down, saying we're almost there, we're almost getting ready to finish it. And so then, in a moment that like really just like they were setting it up, but I was thinking it was like one of those things like in other shows where you set up a death just to do a fake out, just to get you to believe it. So I was in denial, I guess. And so what happens is, because this is where this nigga becomes a cheeky little jackass bastard and think he really so funny, bro. So he did not lie when he said the detonator is right in front of you. Because the other thing is, Jason told Dawn, the reason why you have to kill me is because that's the only way I'm getting my thumb is getting off of this trigger. Because once my thumb gets off this trigger, it won't detonate anymore. So you have to kill me and get this shit to drop down. Because if you don't, I can just also detonate it as well. So that was the thing. But this is where he's cheeky. He said the detonator was right in front of him. And it was referring to the gun. Because the gun was actually trick wired to actually detonate the bomb in Hank's chest. Because just like I brought up earlier, it's very it wouldn't be a hard thing for Dawn to kill Jason for Hank, especially everything Jason did. So he played on that, knowing that she's going to pull that trigger in order to kill me, say Hank. And all in order to break her down and make Hank die. Like, bro, I was hurting. Because of the next thing you know, and next scene, as she pulls the trigger, you see Superboy speed away. And you get a moment where Hank knows it's all up. And Superboy's so close. He's just not fast enough, because you know he isn't the Flash. Runs in and is only greeted by the flames and explosion of Hank's exploding body as the room is on fire. Dawn falls to the ground, breaking down. Red Hood gets away amongst the chaos. And we get an amazing, great episode. Even though I have in like some of the episodes in my 1, 2, and 3 reviews, I looked over stuff. I only looked over stuff because I wanted to talk about the things that really stood out to me. All the other stuff was pretty good. I was never necessarily bored. I was always immersed. Just this was the stuff that stuck out to me. And like I was on some different energy. I didn't even like Hank because of how much of an ass he was in episode 2 and season 2 and 1. but like I got to re-like him because there was moments where I did like Hank's character in this season, last season, and in the first season. But like when they kill Hank, I was all like, damn, fuck, bro. Like, because this is the other thing. Red Hood, in my mind, is really really trying to pull from Deathstroke's playbook, make the Titans look bad, make the Titans not trust each other, make the Titans friends, not be friends, then kill someone in the Titans. So there's a little copy and paste and overlap in that way of the storyline. And that was one of the reasons I was in denial. But that was such a bold move. They kill Hank, and I'm just saying, I know Dawn now, since she even knows she's willing, she has the capability of killing Jason, is going to be on demon time. It's going to be on sight for Jason. But that's the other thing. I'm just saying, if I'm Jason, depending on how much like pain I want them to go through, I may not kill Dawn, but I'll have a precaution just to kill Dawn for her lashing out and not lashing out and shit, you know? Because I was just, those were, and I watched them all three of them in succession. That was some good shit. That was some good shit. But all I know is that down the road, the only things that look like are going to be happening soon is that the Starfire storyline is going to become more of a thing later on in the series. I'm assuming because they're keeping it a mystery. And Scarecrow is going to actually become Scarecrow, because I believe he's actually listed as a villain and antagonist in the season. But overall, the first 3 episodes, great way to throw people in. I love the story so far. I love how things are moving, even though I have like a few gripes. And I can't wait to see what else they have in store. Now, I'm not saying this as someone who's like enthusiastic and is dick writing it, because I'm highly skeptical of this. I've talked to my one friend that I did my previous video with, that season 3 is gonna make or break how I see the series overall. Because it whole, and if I'm gonna recommend it like how I was recommending Titans halfway through season 2, because it goes back to what I said originally. Titans always starts off good. It's just as it goes, it picks up too many plots to where it cannot have a, satisfying ending. So I hope writing stays A1, everything stays well, and everything flows well. So I want to like this show, and yeah, there may be more videos like this more down the line, because I was joking about making some fake news series about acting like I'm a news person, reporting on news on all these DC TV shows and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a fine day, my Gothamites. Really, that's what I would refer to the Gotham fans, you know. And I want to leave you with this. Jerome was the best Joker. David was the best Batman. Learn, educate yourself. Your boy King KB is out. Peace out, my archive.
We're going to be talking about Titan Season 2.
Titan Season 2.
So, we're going to first start off saying one word describing it.
Go. Lacking.
Jason Todd. 2 words, actually. I'm sorry. So I chose Jason Todd because I felt like his character encompassed everything that season 2 was. Like, you're like pumped up and ready for season 2, right?
Yeah.
You're going on, and then you're watching more and more of it, and you're like,
what is this?
And you're looking at that ledge. You're like, man,
that.
Yeah, and
nice.
Yeah, you look and you're like, it's looking nice because I know this TV about to go, this like whole show's about to fall off that roof before I do, but I think I'm gonna jump ship.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go.
But then it rehooks you again, and that's like Rose and Jason and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's all like, oh, now we're gonna develop Grayson and show more Nightwing stuff for you guys, and then we're gonna also show these minor characters, and then we're gonna also show you Deathstroke, which was technically the only really perfect thing of the season. Just Deathstroke throughout the whole thing.
And then they got it down to the comics for Deathstroke. Not really, but it was pretty good. The bow staff part, no,